Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. Yes, you probably saw what we're going to be doing here shortly. I've decided to take a little bit of a break from a lot of heavy peril like we were doing in Return to Dark Tower earlier this morning, as we are going to be playing Ark Nova, and we're going to play it on Board Game Arena. This one takes a twist from a fantasy adventure to building a zoo. So we're going to give this a try and see what we think of it. We are playing solo, of course. We're going to use base game only for the time being. We'll use map A, and we'll play on normal difficulty. We're not going to play the solo challenge, though. We will click in, and we'll get this started. So now we're just waiting for this to load up. I'm going to put myself on Do Not Disturb. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, we can close out of that. We've got to select the 4 cards that we're going to keep. We're not going to hold on to that because that's going to take a lot to do. That's going to take animals 2 and 2 America partner zoos. Let's see. You may place any card on action 1. We will keep that as that's something we can use to manipulate. Let's see. Release of patents for each research icon in your zoo. That'll be sponsors. Yeah, we can keep that. It's a petting zoo animal. Let's not. Sprint 1, draw a card from the deck. That's going to need a partner zoo. Yeah, well, that's going to need a water. Draw aquatic park and conservation deck from the scoring. Actually, sponsors at level 5. So I could use an association right away to go get a part at a university, which is tempting, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. I can probably get that pretty quickly, especially if I go for a couple of associations and grab some universities. And we're going to go with the Barbary Macaque. We've got the Mantled Gereza, the Barbary Macaque, Release of Patents, and Guerrilla Research. Let's see, Jungle requires us to release a primate into the wild, which we've actually got on a 3-zone space. Yeah, this is fine. We'll confirm the keep. Okay, that's how the display is being populated. And it requires a primate and a partner zoo. I might want to get my hands on that card if I can. So let's go ahead and play out for each research icon in your zoo. I think that's when you play it. Yeah, that's probably when you play it. So let's go for... We're going to need to build something. Actually, we've got a 3-space enclosure that we can go for. I think we're going to go for... I think we're going to go for an association right away. So we will take a... We're going to take a partner zoo right away. I think we'll take an Africa... We'll take an Africa partner zoo right off the bat. Right, that's fine. It's going to move the icon down. And now that slides association back to level 1. Let's go for... let's take build. And I only need a 2-space to get to this one. So yeah, we'll take build at, well, it's taking build at level 4. And unfortunately I can only build 1 building, so it is going to be a waste. But I will build, I've got a 3 already. I'll actually take it as a 2. And I'll put that down I'm going to rotate this so I can put it here, and that'll give me 5 money right off the bat. For a placement bonus, yep. We'll confirm that. Then I could, let's see, that'll let me play 2 animals out. I want to get that up to level 5 first. So I think I will take cards. Actually, yeah, we'll play sponsors. I think I'm probably being very dumb to play this here, but yep. Okay, so we will go for cards. That since it is at level 5, I could snap. So we are going to take cards, and I will snap the primate breeding program. Multiplier on sponsors, okay. And now I am going to play animals. I can play 2 animals, so I'll start off with the Barbary Macaque. We'll put that right here. And then that'll let me draw a card from the deck. We'll gain 6 appeal. And then I will draw a card. Yep, that's fine. Sponsorship on reptiles. I may play 1 card. We'll play the Mantled Gareza. We'll play that there. Pays 10 and places in a size 3. Yep. I may move 1 action card to level 1. I'm going to move Association to level 1 since I've got since my worker is already gone. I'm going to move that there. How much money do I have left? I have 6 money left. Let's do sponsors at level 4. Let's gain 1 appeal for every reptile. Requires a primate and a partner zoo of the same continent, which we've actually got that. The question is, which do I use to play that? Got to remember what I used to play it. I think it's not a sponsors, is it? Yeah, I don't think it's sponsors. Let's gain 4 money, actually. Yep, that's fine. I'll take a build at level 5. Yeah, we'll take a build at level 5. That, I have to build a building of at most 5. That would give me take a card within reputation range or 1 from the deck. I don't think I want that right now because we're about to break. So, but I think I want the X token, so I am going to build a... Actually, most of the animals here are pretty small, so I am going to build a... What is that? That's a petting zoo, which I don't want that here. Given that most of the animals are pretty small, I'm going to build another 3. And I'll put that down. I should be able to rotate that, fit it in here. Yep. And then I'll plan on putting a 2 up here a little bit later. Pays 6 for a building size 3. Yep, that's fine. I'll already be at 3 cards, so I'm not worried about that on the break. And now my association's at level 3. Okay, what's weird here is it's not going to let you take another partner zoo. I'm pretty sure that's acceptable, though, to take another partner zoo. I'm going to look that up real quick, so bear with me just a second while I take a look at that. But I'm pretty sure, because I know when I play this game physical, I know when I play this game in physical all the time. I know I play this game in physical a lot, and I know I've gotten situations where I've had multiple partner zoos of the same continent. I'm gonna look that up though. Let's see, files. There should be an official rule book in... Actually, maybe an official FAQ will help. Okay. See if there's anything in here about... Nope, I don't see anything here. How about the... Let me do this. Let's go for Ark Nova rulebook. Because this is kind of bothering me because I might want another Africa partner zoo. Global setup, probably an association. Gaining a partner zoo. Oh, you can't take... Okay, so you can't take a partner zoo that you already have. All your partner zoos must be from different continents. Okay. I stand corrected, then. All right, not the first time I've gotten a rule wrong. Probably won't be the last. Anyway. Which I suppose makes sense. So, I gotta figure out how I play these. I was expecting it to be... It might actually be when sponsors at level 5. Unfortunately, I've got no animals right now, so maybe I just build... It doesn't make sense to build an enclosure right now, so I think I'm just going to draw cards. I don't want the Indian rock python, so we'll draw all 3 from the deck. Or is there something I might want to snap here? I could snap this expert on Africa and play that when sponsors gets back up to level 4. Because right now I have 3 Africa icons in my zoo. Let's draw 3 from the deck. All right, there's another Africa. I can put it in a 4 space or 1 if it's a bird, but I've got to discard 1 from hand. I will throw out the Guerrilla Field Research. The only way I'm getting there, the only way I'm getting to 3 sciences right now is in a million years. But I do need a 5 space enclosure adjacent to a mountain now. That's a Europe icon. That's a Europe icon. I still got to figure out how to play these, how to play this primate breeding program, because I do meet that right now. Let's see if there's something in the official rules that shows me about that. That's probably a conservation project, though. Let's make that let's look at association. That's probably where it's going to want to be. Build animals, association. Okay, yeah, conservation project. So that's probably a sponsors. Yeah. So animals 5. I don't actually have an enclosure to build any of that, so I think we're going to go association 4. So yeah, we're going to go association at 4. And I will take a university. I'm going to grab the discard down to 5 cards and a reputation. Okay. All right, at level 3. Build is at level 3. That's not where I want it to be. Unfortunately, I can't play any animals right now. My build isn't up high enough. I don't have any X tokens, so... Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. Let's go for... That's a sponsors at level 4. I could play reptiles, but that's... I actually couldn't play reptiles right now anyway because I don't have any reptile icons in the zoo. Ugh. Problem is I've got stuck animals right now that I can't play. Let's see. Cards will let me draw a card. Yeah, that's the problem right now. That animals right now is a dead card. Let's see, species diversity, Asia, and Australia. None of which I've got right now, so I think I've got to flip build before I can... Yeah, I've got to flip build before I can build a bird aviary and the reptile house. And then I've got to flip build. I've got to flip build also so I can build here. Build lets me build 1 reputation with a max size of that. Let's go for a build and get an X token, I guess. So let's put down a... We can't put a kiosk down, so I'll put a pavilion down here. So I get an X token. So I can make something at least worthwhile. Sponsors... Yeah, well, actually, an X token on income is very good. So I'm going to spend... So I've actually got an X token. So I will play that at sponsors 5. That'll give me the Technology Institute. Okay. I'm going to take cards at level 4 because I need to draw 2 cards. I'm sitting on... My animals right now is currently stuck. And that's not getting it unstuck, that's for sure. Gross. Let's build. What do I even want to do here? Yeah, association is basically dead here as well. Well, let's see. I can't snap right now. I'm just completely stuck right now because I can't even play anything. I guess I'll use cards to draw a card and discard a card. See if I get something that's not totally a dead card. Okay, that's got to go in a petting zoo, though. I'm going to bin this card. I'm going to bin this African ostrich. Actually, no. I'm going to... that would require animals to be flipped. No, I'm going to discard the golden eagle as much as I want to keep it. Confirm that. Break, I've got to discard a card. I'm going to throw out the reptiles. Reptile sponsorship. Okay, we've got an Indian rhinoceros. That gives me... That also requires level 2 animals to build. So does the dugong. We will gain 21 on appeal income. Gain an X token for the Technology Institute. And gain 2 for kiosk income. Alright, the problem is I can't get my build any higher right now because animals is stuck at level 5 with no way to play it. Actually, what I can do is I can take association at level 4 now. Let's see, and I will take... I think we're going to go over to Partner Zoo, and I'll take an Africa Zoo. I'll take an Africa partner, which will give me a card flip. That'll let me build multiple buildings with a total maximum size. Let's see, I may play conservation projects from within reputation range. I'm going to take build. And I do have an X token that I will probably be spending. Actually, I've got 2 that I'm going to spend. So I'm going to make this a build level 6. So I'm going to build a 5 building enclosure. I'm going to put that down. Let me put that down here. Let's see if I can put it down the way I want to. I can. That'll give me a card draw. That'll give me a card draw from within reputation range or from the deck and an X token. So yeah, we'll take that. Gains a placement bonus. I will grab the... actually, that would be good to churn through a little bit. So we'll take the yellow-throated martin. And I'll build a one-size enclosure. So I've got somewhere I can put them right away. Which will give me another two reputation. All right, confirm the turn. And now I can finally do something with animals. I can play... Actually, I can play 2 animals from the hand, and I will. Actually, let me make sure I can. That's going to let me draw 2 cards. And, yeah, we'll do it this way. This will let me see 3 cards this way. 17, 24, I've got plenty of money for that. So we'll play animals at level 5. I'll start off with the African ostrich. Confirm the animal and the enclosure, which I did. So that'll let me draw 2 cards, actually gain 8 appeal first. And then I'll draw 2 cards. Okay, a primatologist. For any primate icon played in any zoo, gain 3 money. And we'll play the yellow-throated marten. Place that there. And then I get to look at one. I'll gain 3 appeal, then I get to look at 1 card. And if it's an animal, which it is not, that's a rhesus monkey park. It's not an animal, so I discard it. And I can choose an action to put at level 1. That would be sponsors, which I will put... Actually, wait a minute. Is it taking me right back to the action step? Because I thought everything else in the zoo resolved. Let's see. I do have an X token if I need it. But I'm going to go for cards. Yes. We're going to go for cards here. We'll draw both of them from the deck. We've got a cougar and a science lab. And but that requires sponsors to be at level 2, be flipped, which it's currently not. So, and association's a dead card right now. Let's see. Let's go sponsors at level 5. And I will play a primatologist, I think. Yes. Okay, unfortunately, association for me is a dead card right now. So, and we're at a break anyway. So we're going to discard the science lab and the donkey. And everything goes back. And we'll gain the appeal income and the kiosk income, and we'll get the X token. So that gives me 2 X tokens. Association at level 5, which will let me play out my conservation project finally. So I will... Do I want to do that now? That'll bring build up to level 5. I think I do. So I think we will play a conservation project. We'll play species breeding program, and I'll put that in the first slot. Which token do I want from the board? Do I want a one-time and income snap, a 2-space enclosure, 5 more money, or conservation by 1? I think I want the conservation by 1. So we'll take that one. That'll give me We'll gain a conservation for the bonus space. Then we'll gain 2 more for the primate breeding program. I can either upgrade a card or get a new worker. I think I will take the... that is a decision. I think I'll take the... Do I want the new card? What would I flip if I take the... What would I flip right now? I'm deciding what I would even flip at this point. I think I would probably flip... I think I'd probably flip animals at this point. So I think we're actually going to... Yeah, we're going to take an upgrade. And we are going to flip animals. As Conflict Board Gaming stopping by here. Upgrade in action. I've got another upgrade? Didn't realize I had another one. I think we're going to upgrade cards in that case. So yeah, somehow I got 2 card upgrades. Speaking of actions, I am going to build at strength 5. I can build a total buildings up to 5. So let's go for... Let's go with I need a 2 and a 3, and the 2 has to be adjacent to water. If I want to build this... Okay. Busy at work, but Jester's hoping to see some of this. You're seeing me cuss and swear, as you can probably imagine. Let's go with a 2-space structure. We'll rotate that, put it here. Let's see. That is adjacent to a mountain. Actually, that's adjacent to water, so I can play the hippopotamus. We'll take that, and we'll build a... Actually, hold on. That didn't do what I wanted it to. I should be able to build multiple buildings, so we'll put a 2 down there. And we'll draw a card from Reputation range. Let's see, man. Add one of the unused base conservation projects to my hand. We're actually going to grab the spokesperson. Then I can build a building of at most size 3. I'll put that down here. And then that'll bring animals up to level 5, which is where I want it. Replenished with raccoon. And I will take animals in this case. I got plenty of money for this. So we'll start off with the pygmy hippopotamus. I'll put that down here. That'll when I finish the action, I can put sponsors. I can perform sponsors. Then I'll play the cougar, which I'll put that down here. Okay, we'll gain 5 appeal from the cougar, and then gain 3 money from jumping. I can use sponsors at level 4 with an X token, and I will. I'll play out spokesperson at level 5, which I will play that. Okay, and then that doesn't... Oh, that does cycle sponsors back down. Okay, we'll confirm that. Yep. All right, I can take cards if I want it. I think I'm going to take association at level... I'm going to take association at level 4. I could go get a university, or actually I have to flip association to get another sponsor. Should have built the cougar next to the pavilion. Actually, oh. Well, too late to worry about that now. Oh, probably because it fills in the kiosk. I'll worry about that on the next turn. I'll worry about that next time I get a decent hand of animals. We do get an upgrade, which I can either get an upgrade. Actually, yeah, we'll take the upgrade. Now I'll flip association so I can get more partner zoos. And we will draw a card from the... Must take a card from the display and reputation range. That earns me 1 money at the end of the round. Yeah, I kind of screwed up on that one. I do have predator icons in. Gain 1 appeal for each predator in my zoo. Expert on Europe. I've got no Europe right now. I don't want seabirds. We will take the sponsorship for lions. Okay, confirm that. Display is replenished with a moose. I would need 2 herbivores, but I don't have that. We start a new break. All workers come back. Okay, that's more predators. I'll gain my 1 conservation. Okay, I can now I can see the track. We'll gain the X icon, the X token, and we'll start gaining our money on income. Let's go for drawing cards. I don't think there's anything there I want to snap right now. Actually, is there anything I want to snap? But I think I can actually draw from reputation range. Yeah, I can draw from reputation range. So I will use cards. Let's take 4 cards from within reputation range. Now I seem to be starting to switch over to predators. So let's go for the Newland Furzeal. Yep, we'll draw that. Then we'll grab the raccoon as well. We'll draw the other 2 from the deck. We get a sheep and a Chinese water dragon. I've got to discard 1 card. I will discard the sheep. Field is replenished with Gould's Monitor and the Science Library. Build is at level 5 right now. I could go for 5. I could get up to 7. That would be 14. I would have enough, I think, to play both of these. Oh yeah, I would have plenty to play both of them. So yeah, that is totally fine. So let's go. But I do need to take build first. Let's see. So yeah, we'll take build. Do I want to pop 2 X tokens into this? Hold on. Sponsor seems to be giving me an X token. Probably. Have I played the Marine expansion? It adds pretty good and adds a few things to round out the game. I have physical. I'm not playing with it here though. Gain a conservation point at the end of the game if I have 3 universities in zoo. So 5. If I go 5, 6 for a kiosk, maybe 7 for a pavilion and get 10 money back. Yeah, I think I can work with that. So we'll spend our 2 X tokens, bring that up to 7. So we'll start off with a 5-size building. I want to rotate that here, and I should be able to put it down right here. I will. This will also give me 1 of the X tokens back. We'll confirm that. Get an X token and another association worker. Then we'll put down a pavilion here. Actually, hold on. I need a structure of size 1 to be able to play the raccoon, which I can do that. So I'll put the, actually let's do it this way. I'll put a pavilion down here since I'm going to be filling it immediately, and then a size 1, which I'll put right here. A size 1 structure. I gain 10 for the placement bonus. We'll confirm the turn. And then I'll play animals, which will let me play 2 and give me a reputation. Yep, we'll do that. So we'll start off with the New Zealand Fur Seal. Actually, I've got to choose 1 effect. Let's see, we can place a multiplier token, which I believe lets me do it twice. Oh, that's from conservation. I can draw 3 cards from reputation range or from the deck, or just gain 5 money. Multiplier tokens, I believe let me do the action twice. So we will take 3 cards. We are going to, are we going to take anything from reputation range? We are not. I'm going to draw 1 from the deck. That's a guinea pig. That's another petting zoo animal. I hate those. Certainly in this game I do. We've got primates. And 3. Come on. 3, I said. There we are. Geological. Requires rock icons in my zoo. I must play 1 card from hand or within reputation range. Yeah, it looks like I can actually play... Wait, hold on. Something... Okay, play from hand or reputation range. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to play that here. Yes, we'll play it like that. He's 11 for the raccoon. Okay, then I wanted to play this here. We'll gain the association worker. And I get 2 more conservation. I may place association on 1 or 5. I think I want it on 5. Let's see. Yep. Okay, another break. I didn't realize it was that close to the end of the game already. How many rock icons do I have in the zoo right now? I wish it told me that. So... Oh, I think it does, actually. Probably based on which animals are adjacent. So I'm going to discard that. And this Australia zoo. I'm pretty sure I'm not winning this game. Okay. So we'll gain a conservation point. Then we've got another bonus here, which will be 2 more reputation, which will give me another X token and a card from reputation range or from the deck. I will take the I'm gonna take the sloth bear. Not that I think I'm really doing much else with it. Then we'll gain regular appeal. We'll gain regular income, kiosks, and the X. One with 5 points. When you played the other day, you're rooting for me as well. Well, I wish I could see where I was at on the track related to appeal. But we'll replace that. And I'm going to take association at level... How much species diversity do I have? I've got primate, bird, herbivore, predator. Petting zoo probably counts as a separate species, I think. So let's go association. Is that total value? I've got 3 X tokens, so I could perform up to 8. And I've got enough to make a donation as well. So that'd be 5, 6, 7, 8 potentially. That would give me my last worker. That would also give me 2 more conservation points. So actually, no, I need a university for that. I'm unfortunately 1 point. Actually, yeah, I think this will work out. So let's go 5, 8. And which do I want to place in to gain 1 X? So I'll put that there, and that'll give me... Wait. No, that's not what I wanted to do. So restart the turn. Okay, I think that means I have to put that to level 1 to gain an X token. I don't want to do that. So we will take reputation level 8. So I'm going to start off with supporting a conservation project. I do have 2 Australia icons, but I'm going to support the species diversity. In the first slot, I'm going to take... 2 2 reputation as a one-time effect. Then I'll gain 2 reputation, which will give me a conservation and an X token. Oh, it gives me 5 more. Triggers final... I think I triggered final scoring card by crossing over. I've got to discard a final scoring card. Let's go for... We'll discard Aquatic Park. That's the one we'll discard. Yep. Let's see. I can perform an association task with 3 left. We will go for... That'll give me 2 more appeal. I'll take a partner zoo, though. We'll take Americas. Then I will pass on that. Donate 10 and finish the action, which will give me more conservation. We'll confirm all of that. I can play an animal within reputation range. Unfortunately, I don't have... I've only got 1 action left, and animals is at level 2 right now. I don't have the enclosure to fit it, but I do have... Actually, I could fit the Gould's Monitor there, so that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play... Actually, we can play the Sloth Bear as well. I'll put that down here. Which I'll bring Association. I'll put Association at level 5. Confirm that. And yeah, I did end up losing the game with -6 points. But that'll do it for this playthrough of... We'll bring it back up top. That'll do it for this playthrough of Ark Nova. So yeah, I didn't manage to get there. Another pretty good module, I will say, on Board Game Arena. But again, just kind of derped my way around a little bit and just couldn't finish the job at the end. So I do have another game set up in the game room, but I'll talk more about that when we get to it. I'm probably going to play at least 1 more game tonight as well, and I'm all caught up on my product unboxings, so that's all good on that front. So thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone.